Paris is a hustling, bustling city where the international set gathers to savor the arts, historic sights, fashions, shopping, wonderful French cuisine, and enjoy the best entertainment in the world. I am here with my director cameraman, James Clattock, to capture the highlights of this exciting city for you. And from Paris, I will take you to the dazzling French Riviera in Nice and then on to Venice, the most unique place in the world, surrounded by water that truly brings you back in time. SRS Hotels are our host hotels, and I wish to thank them for arranging our reservations, and I wish to thank the hotels for their gracious hospitality and beautiful accommodations. If you stay with me, I'll be right back to show you how to travel in style to Paris, Nice, and Venice at the SRS Hotels.
What are you doing this weekend that's so important you can't take a little time to test your home for radon? After all, it is the second leading cause of lung cancer, and a radon test kit is inexpensive. You could pick one up on your way to get a few things for the yard.
Without the men and women of the National Guard and Reserve, 44% of our nation's defense just wouldn't be there. So be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
After a beautiful flight to Paris on United Airlines, SRS, Steigenberger Reservation Service, arranged accommodations for us at one of the most exclusive, sought-after, only Chateau Hotel in Paris, the St. James Paris, located not too far from the Eiffel Tower. The general manager greeted us upon arrival and invited us to join him for cocktails and dinner in their charming club dining room. The next morning, after a full American breakfast in their club brasserie, I took a look at their health club and tried out some of their exercise machines and discovered the sun tanning table and the jacuzzi. My curiosity was barely satisfied, so we explored the rest of the floors. But let me introduce you to the new manager, Mr. Timothy Channing Pierce, who can explain this charming hotel better than I. One of the most exclusive hotels in Paris is the Chateau Hotel called the St. James Paris, and has just been taken over by new management, and the manager is with me. He is Mr. Timothy Channing Pierce.
Thank you, Dorothy. This hotel was known as the St. James's Club, and today we are known as the St. James's Paris. It is a hotel that was run as a club for 5 years. It was opened in 1986, and it has just changed managers and owners. And I'm here now to run the club as a hotel, and not a club with a hotel. We're a hotel with a club. That is the message that I want to get across to you today, evening. Thank you, Dorothy.
All righty. Thank you, Tim. Now, you're telling me that people do not have to be a member of the club.
Quite right, quite right. Once you are resident in the hotel, you are automatically a member. So anybody can come here at any time of the day or night, stay here, and you automatically are a member.
And now you're in the middle of refurbishing everything. You're changing all the draperies, all the
that's right.
carpeting, everything.
Right.
It looks beautiful. It really does.
We're repainting. We're changing carpets, curtains, and adding a style of warmth and welcome to the hotel that had become a little bit worn with the time.
And you have beautiful suites here. They have duplex suites and an absolutely magnificent penthouse garden.
Absolutely. On the top floor, which you cannot see from where we're standing, it's all hidden. But upstairs there is the penthouse garden floor with duplex suites, all air conditioned, television that comes from all over the world. It's unique. Unique, really is. I think you should visit it, come and see us, and you'll see what I mean.
It's one of the most exclusive hotels in Paris. In fact, it's so exclusive that many of the celebrities stay here. You have
that's right, Dorothy.
Cher staying, and
that's right, Cher, and Rock Voisine from Canada, who's a very well-known artist over here.
You have an intimate bar.
The bar is unique in its type here in Paris, with superb library. It's got so many books here. You could spend, I think, probably something like 4 weeks here, and you still wouldn't have read all the books. Impossible. The library, it has the piano in the evening. It's a comfortable club atmosphere with leather chairs and superb cocktails made by Pascal, my barman.
It's a very charming hotel, but you make everyone feel so
Dorothy.
welcome.
But the part that is most important here, it is the personalised service. Every guest here is known by his name, from the porter to the baggage man to the room service waiter. He knows who you are, and he wants to help you. We have our own personalised. You know how difficult it is to get a cab in Paris. I've even got my own cab, a British cab that will take you anywhere. Obviously, it's on a first come, first served basis, but the cab is there to help you get around Paris if need be.
So, if you're looking for that exclusive hotel where you want a little privacy, be off the beaten path a little bit, and have all the charm and comforts of home, it's the St. James, Paris. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dorothy, for coming.
Since the St. James, Paris, is a good, healthy walk to the Eiffel Tower, we decided to take to the streets of Paris to get there. As we got closer, we caught these teenagers whizzing through soda cans on their skates. We walked to the small bridge over the River Seine and found ourselves at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. It is quite an experience to climb this magnificent Parisian edifice, and when at the top, look down on the little people below. More than that, it affords a heavenly view of the city. How pretty the River Seine looks, and if you are at home on the water, this is a great way to tour Paris. We took a moment to take in this glorious view of the city. That night, we had reservations for dinner and a show at the famous Moulin Rouge. The next day, we caught the fashion show at the most Parisian department store in Paris, Printemps, where you find the best china, crystal, home furnishings, perfumes, cosmetics, and men's and women's clothing. At their invitation, we stopped for lunch in their most elegant restaurant, on the top floor, where there is also a glass dome ceiling cafeteria. That evening, the Lido, the most American of the dinner shows, nightclubs, beckoned us.
C'est chic, magique, électronique, branché, café, tout à fait, nouveau, bravo. La plus belle fille du monde est à Paris.
SRS found us a small, quiet hotel with its own private beach on the Riviera called the Beau Rivage. The general manager, Pierre Borg, was there to greet us. Pierre, this is such a lovely, lovely hotel. And how many rooms do you have here?
We have 120 rooms, all with air conditioning, of course.
Yes.
Because we need air conditioning from May to October.
Oh, that's your big season.
That's the peak season and the warmest season.
Yes. And you have a beach. I suppose they all utilize your beautiful beach over there.
Yes, of course. We have a very...
And the only private beach.
Absolutely.
Hotel in Nice.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is well located. And you're right in the heart of everything here. You told me before the opera.
The opera house is just at the end of the street. The flower market, which is very well known, flower market every day, and not on Monday, which is an antique market then.
Oh.
We are just off the Place Masséna, which is the heart of Nice, of course, and very close to Le Vieux Nice, the old part of Nice, which has a very Italian look.
Oh, yes, it's just lovely. I'm quite taken with Nice. It's so alive. I went through it last night, and everything is, they're so busy, running here, running there, and the cars are all over, the people are all excited and having a wonderful time.
It's very popular and very interesting.
Yes. Oh.
Very, how can I say, something cosmopolitan?
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan, yes.
All right, but now tell me, let's get back to this hotel here, this Beau Rivage,
yes,
which is part of the SRS. You're a member of the SRS,
yes,
which is the worldwide reservation system for many, many hotels throughout the world.
Could you maybe speak about Steigenberger?
All right.
Many people, I think, are more informed about Steigenberger reservation system. What is giving the SRS?
SRS.
SRS is very professional.
And they expedite the reservations for you, plus the fact they gather the groups and promote and market all of these hotels.
Of course, yes.
Yes. Now, what room is this that we're in here at the Beau Rivage?
We are sitting in what we call the Salon Marie-Antoinette. And Marie-Antoinette, you know, what the very unlucky Queen of France, Queen with Louis XVI, and both lost their head during the French Revolution.
But this is a lovely room. This is a room I suppose you can have your meetings in here. How many does this hold here?
Yes, for example, this is usually a salon with armchairs and sofas, and we serve tea and drinks.
We also have a cocktail lounge. That's very lovely. Nice little...
We usually prepare the cocktail here or in the lounge just in front of the bar, which can be used as a welcome cocktail lounge as well.
Yes, but that's for anyone who's in the hotel, any
Yes.
of the guests in the hotel, the
Of
other
course.
cocktail lounge.
Of course.
And your dining room is lovely. Very, very nice. How many does that seat?
Seat between 60 and 70 persons for one service.
Yes.
But for example, on Sunday, we have a turnover, so we have about 80, 100 persons who will come for their lunch.
Will you have a buffet on Sunday, is that it?
The buffet lunch on Sunday. And but we have no service during the beach time, because we have a very lovely restaurant on the beach, and so the service is made at the water edge.
Well, then you serve breakfast and lunch, I suppose, at the beach.
Possible,
Is that it?
yes.
You don't serve dinners.
And
do you?
dinner,
Oh, you
yes,
do
of
serve
course.
dinner there.
Oh, it's lovely.
Uh-huh.
Most of our guests are businessmen or business ladies, which are traveling the whole year, the whole week in many, many hotels. So my point of view is, as far as I am traveling quite very much as well, is to give an ambiance that everybody is feeling at home. People our clients are quite friends, not a number. We are, of course, working with the computer, but it's very important. And
Yes, I wanted to bring the fact up that you have a little computer in each room.
yes, in each room.
Which
Yes, and we have
nice,
very
yeah.
interesting packages for honeymooners.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, well, what are you offering for honeymooners?
We upgrade always to a junior suite, and we have then a VIP treatment with flowers, champagne. But
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Pierre, and we've enjoyed our little stay here at Beau Rivage.
it was too short.
Yes, it is too short. We wish we could stay a little bit longer. But it's very lovely. You've made it very comfortable for us. And I'm sure any of my viewers out there who come to visit Nice would like to stop at the Beau Rivage, even if they're not in business, if it's just for leisure travel. This is a very nice spot to stay.
Another SRS hotel in Nice is the Hotel Negresco, one of the leading hotels of the world and a classified historical monument. The hall porters and doormen are dressed in traditional French costumes of the 18th and 19th centuries. The reception hall is decorated in Louis XIV style. The chandelier with its 30 lights is made of Bohemian crystal. The marble bust represents Duke Charles de Berry, son of Louis XIV. Hanging above the reception desk is a portrait of a lady of quality by Pierre Magnaud, 1612 to 1695. The architecture of the hotel's bar to the right of the lobby has not been changed since 1913, when Negresco opened its doors. Decorated in typically English style with several works of art adorning the walls. As you walk through the halls to the meeting rooms, you can't help but admire the exquisite merchandise in their beautiful shops. In the Salon Royal, the shimmering ton of baccarat crystal on the chandelier illuminates the room. The columns are decorated in 24-karat gold. The glass dome has been fully restored and supports sumptuous stained glass windows. Each bedroom is furnished with authentic period pieces, blending with 20th century conveniences such as TV, radio, telephone, and minibar. Every floor is filled with different period styles. Napoleon III, Empress style, Louis XV, and here on the second floor, modern and contemporary paintings and tapestries. And this looks like a portrait of Louis Armstrong. The Rotonde is their fashionable, friendly brasserie-style restaurant, very informal, in a carousel motif. And the Chanticleer restaurant is in Regency style of 1751, was selected one of the best restaurants of the world by Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. It is no wonder Negresco has played host to some of the most illustrious guests in the world. We flew to Monaco by helicopter and caught these wonderful views of it. It was there we picked up an Auto Europe car arranged for us in New York by Jerry Kelly and found ourselves several hours later in Venice, the hub of all activity at St. Mark's Square, where the tower bells still toll and where we took the most beautiful shots of Venice. We then explored St. Mark's Church and marveled at its endurance and magnificent architectural beauty and artwork still preserved. SRS came through again and arranged accommodations for us at the Bauer Grunwald Hotel, just a few steps from St. Mark's Square. Carla Pupa is the general manager, and here on the terrace on the canal, we had a chat. And we're right on the Grand Canal, and I'm with the general manager, Mr. Carlo Pupa.
That's it.
Who has been the general manager of this hotel for how long?
17 years.
17 years, and what a beautiful hotel it is.
Thank you.
And we have a beautiful room. I have just a lovely, lovely room. Some of the features here at St. Mark's Square, that why this is the place for people to come to when they visit Venice.
This is the center, the historical center of Venice, is near, of course, the St. Mark's Square, and on the Grand Canal. We have this location. It is one of the best locations in Venice, because as you can see, just out of the hotel, in 3 minutes you are the St. Mark's Square, walking.
Yes, and in St. Mark's Square they have all the wonderful, beautiful shops, best shopping, I think, in all of Europe that you have here, isn't it?
Are nice shops, and the shopping center is on the St. Mark's Square, and beginning from the under the clock tower until the Rialto Bridge. The streets, the name of the streets is Mercerie. There we have the best shops in Venice.
And of course some lovely restaurants, but of course you have a very beautiful restaurant right here in the hotel. What is the name of the restaurant you have here in the hotel?
Canal Grande.
Yes. You are Venetian?
I am a Venetian.
A native Venetian?
Native Venetian, yes.
You live here now?
I live 15 minutes far away from the hotel.
Oh, how convenient. That's lovely.
But in Venice it's all convenient. It's all nearby. It's so small.
You can get from the hotel to other parts of Venice, of course, is by boat or gondola.
Gondola, boat, or walking, because you can walk everywhere.
Oh, you can, because they have the little bridges.
Bridges and traghetti between one part of Venice to the other part, but you can go everywhere walking. If you know the way, of course.
Yeah, right. Yes, it's easy if you know how. Correct. But then, of course, they have the little ferries that will take you anywhere at all in Venice. It's a very unique part of the country, part of the world. There isn't any place in the world like Venice.
Something different, and has been kept as it was in the old time.
All right, but what opportunities are there in employment for young people here?
For tourists, on the tourist business, travel business, but all the industries are on the mainland.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh. So in other words, the only industry you have is travel, is that it?
Hotel, travels, and the glass factories in Murano, which is an island near Venice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, the Venetian glass, which is so beautiful. Yes.
That's the only industry, I think.
Oh, I see. Well, it's been very interesting talking to you, Mr. Pupa, and I do thank you for our stay here at the Bauer Grunwald Hotel, which is a magnificent hotel, and it's right in the heart of the city of San Marco. Thank you very much.
Very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Back to Paris for a final glimpse before departing on our United Airlines flight home. We wish to give special thanks to SRS, Steigenberger Reservation Service Hotels, for their gracious hospitality. St. James, Paris, an exclusive chateau hotel in Paris that is no longer a club, but a hotel with club membership availability. And General Manager Timothy Channing Pierce. The Beau Rivage in Nice, an intimate hotel and the only one in Nice with its own private beach. The General Manager, Pierre Bourde. The Negresco Hotel, one of the leading hotels of the world that is a museum in itself and a national monument. Michael Palmer is the general manager there. And the Bauer Grunwald, a beautiful blend of the old with the new, centrally located on the Grand Canal near St. Mark's Square. And the general manager is Carlo Pupa. This was a most memorable trip of a lifetime, and if you would like to travel in style, as I did, please call SRS, Steigenberger Reservation Service, or contact me at 212-683-5215, and I will help you arrange it. Thank you for joining me. Be with me again next time.